I'll look at health. I want to do programs that will tie the people so that they can see the humanity in the program, the soul of the program. So I used Edo. Now I'm using the next one, EHI.
You mean life force or the world?
No, life force. Life. EHI. But in my own, it will be Edo Health Initiative. That Edo Health Initiative is also tied around another one, an ASAM name, EHIS. Edo Health Insurance Scheme. These two will work pari passu and work in cybernetics, one into the other. I will create for Edo people a new form of health appreciation, because health is wealth and health is life. And the most neglected part of our policy is the non-availability of an articulated health policy by government. I will create a new hospital management board that will robustly regulate and standardize hospital practice in Edo State. Under EHI, or Edo Health Initiative, I will also create an insurance scheme that will cost just 1,000 naira for 4 years, so as to provide unfettered health facility and fettered health access to the elderly and the poor. Now, under that same health initiative, I will create a linkage system, a health linkage system between the public and the private and primary and secondary healthcare providers. Now, what will just happen is everybody goes to the hospital, you must be registered. And that registration must be fed into a database. And that database will be available to every hospital in Edo State, or maybe outside of Edo State. And what will you do? So if Kemi Akinjare walks into a hospital and her name is written, your name is written on the computer, it shows your health history even in the last hospital you were in, so that nobody treats you for malaria when you have typhoid. And you see, those little mistakes kill more people than even the illnesses themselves. Then on the other hand, I'll create a rapid response ambulance service. It's not difficult. The cost of an ambulance is the cost of the vehicle, and then the first aid kits you put in it. So it's not going to change anything. And that will be primarily driven by the private sector, so as to create a verifiable and veritable healthcare delivery. Because when good health is good business, when people see that keeping people alive is business, they will rather keep them alive than make our hospitals mortuaries even for the living.
And your government is
it is a cardinal promise. It is an irrevocable government commitment, because you are only going to be governor over the living.
Well, Dr. Pedro, if you go back in time, you are a historian, you've studied a lot, so you would see that virtually no business at those states does prospers.
I said it will be a public-private initiative. The parlor state of most of the parastatals of government, particularly those that are meant to be business, will show you that the Edo State government is a bad businessman. Cement makes Dangote the richest man in the world. Cement in Edo State is moribund. Esa land and every place after Eho, Ogwa, back of Iroekme, Ewato, down to the valley of Oyinbo, is inundated with pineapple. And yes, Chivita is one of the biggest companies in Nigeria, while our people who produce the primary originating raw material for that are living in squalor and penury. So the government is in business is bad for business. So I know that. So we are going to, as I said, it's going to be private sector driven, so that people will realize that it is tangential for people to stay alive for him to even make money.